wealthy, but my mother grew up quite wealthy. My father grew up very poor. Wealthy in the sense that back in the 60s and 70s, you could afford to eat meat, you could afford to eat candy, you could afford to have rice every day, you could have fresh vegetables, you could have fish, and you could have even seafood. So my mother grew up with a full stomach. She actually had cavities as a kid because she had so much candy. This is why my mother never let me eat too much candy as a kid, because she knew that she had cavities and she didn't want me to have the same. So all that is to say, man, like they grew up in a very, my grandparents, highly educated on my mother's side. They all went to college at a time when not very many people went to college, especially women. My grandmother went to college. So on my mother's side, my grandmother went to college. That was highly unusual. Right? Because back then, you could think about the dynamics between men and women. My grandmother actually received a great education. But there's one thing I will say. Let me just make sure I'm going the right way, then I could talk freely. Yeah, it's this way right here. There's one thing I will say, because once again, I'm an American, so I could speak with a little bit more candor. There's one thing that really impacted my father and my mother's life and their grandparents' life. Okay, there's one profound event in Chinese history that really influenced my life, my parents' life, and especially my grandparents' life, and that was the Cultural Revolution. The Cultural Revolution that went from the late 60s into the mid 70s changed the course of my father's life, my mother's life, my grandparents' life. Most people were not very heavily impacted, but both of my families were. Both of my families were very, very profoundly impacted by the Cultural Revolution. Okay, so I don't want to talk too much about it on live stream, but you know, there's a lot of dynamics at play here in terms of the thinking of that generation. But it was a very, very profound influence on my father and my mother's life and my grandparents' life. That generation of people, man, you know, my grandmother passed away when I was in high school, so I never got to see her again when I went to America. She was what I call just the perfect grandma, the perfect mother. I'm gonna give you guys just one little snippet of a story, and I think you can understand. This is why a mother's love is so strong, and I'm blessed to have it. And I'm hoping that most of you grew up with a very caring and loving mother. So when my mother left China at the age of 2002, so my mother left China when she was 39 years old. She just turned 39 when she left China to immigrate to the United States. My mother had been working in China for right around 17, 16 years. The reason why my mother is able to collect Social Security checks today from the government here in China is because my grandma, even after my mother left, kept on making the payments on behalf of my mother, even after she went to America. Okay, so because my grandma, before her passing, wanted to make sure that no matter what happened with our American dream, whether it worked out or not, that my mother would always have a fallback as an independent woman on her own. Does that make sense? She kept on making the payments towards Social Security, even though my mother was in America, she wasn't working in China anymore. She kept on making those payments. That's the love of a mother. That's the love of a mother. And this is the reason why my mom, even though she only worked for like 16, 17 years in China, she still has Social Security today and Medicare today, is because of my grandma. It's because of my grandma. My grandma always lived a life of thinking for other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to get too emotional talking about this stuff, but my grandma is just a good human being. And I like to think that a lot of the good things that have happened in my life, I told you guys yesterday on live stream, we got very lucky in this world. Thank you, Cecilia. And I think one of the reasons we got very lucky is the good karma that folks that came before me, my ancestors, like my grandma, the good things that they did. I feel like they built a lot of good karma that's being reflected in our lives today. Does that make sense, everybody? So follow the channel and share this live stream, y'all. Thank you, Cody Holloway. There is Christianity in China. We just went to a Christian church yesterday. Man. There is, of course, Christianity in China. Please follow. There's actually a lot of Christian churches here in the city of Harbin. So follow the channel and share this live stream. Let's go ahead and go on the bridge, man. This tiny ass road over here. This is the right way. This is the right way. Little desolate looking road over here. Follow the channel, everybody. Hit the follow button. Thank you, Nick. We are here in the city of Harbin. We're roaming the streets of China in a northern city next to Russia. Make sure y'all follow the channel, everybody. Hit that follow button. Man, we got a lot of new viewers today. If you're watching me for the very first time, and I'm from the state of North Carolina in Chapel Hill, make sure y'all hit that follow button. I stream daily in China. Follow the channel, everybody. Hit that follow button. Man, Nairi, once again, I could say this frankly because as an American living out here, I'm using a platform that's TikTok. It doesn't happen here in China. They don't have TikTok in China. They only have Douyin. So I could speak, I feel like, with a little bit more candor. The wealth gap is getting worse. The wealth gap is getting worse and worse. And it's not unique to China. The wealth gap is getting worse and worse in America as well. Thank you, Alex, and thank you, Vanessa. Thank you very much. Like, to just be honest with you, the wealth gap is getting worse and worse. I've talked a lot about this before on different streams that I had, just in my empirical evidence of watching. I think it's getting worse and worse. And thank you, Stacy. This is why I want all the Americans back home to understand. Thank you, Bates and Stacy and Sandra. I want you guys to understand one thing. We as Americans have this, ultimately, I think our biggest mistake as Americans, a lot of us, is that in the media, they try to portray a country, China, that is obsessed with us. Thank you, Kimberly and Adore. Thank you so much. Like, we always portray a country in the media like this country here is obsessed with America. They're always thinking about America, how to overtake us. I assure you, the people that are running this country have far more problems that they need to solve at home here in China than to be worried about us. Does that make sense? They got literally a million things that they need to do over here before they think about the United States of America, before they think about America. So this is why, like, a lot of times when you guys look at CNN and you look at Fox News, you know what I'm saying, they always try to tell you in a way as if like the people here are obsessed with us. The people they're always thinking about America, how to surpass America, how to pass us militarily, always thinking about us. I gotta be perfectly honest with you, man. We probably don't even make the top 5 in their most important things that they think about. Thank you, Alex and Guinevere. That wealth gap situation, Tina, I'm gonna answer that question in a second. Tina, they have so many things that they need to overcome and they need to solve here. The fact that young people aren't having babies, right? The fact that the wealth gap is getting worse. They got so many problems they need to solve here. They not worried about America. They not worried about America. They got so many things they need to work on here. So that's, I think, the biggest misconception I always try to reinforce, man. I hope you guys believe me when I say this. They have much more internal things. Thank you, Alex, so much for the galaxy and the roses. They have so many more internal things that they need to figure out here. I wouldn't say we're the last thing on their minds, but we're definitely not the first thing on their minds. So this is why, like, all that hysteria you see during an election cycle with all the news and everything, I wouldn't say that's being reciprocated here. I don't think they care about us nearly as much as we care about them. So let's go on the bridge. Follow the channel and share this live stream. They ain't got time for that. Exactly. Follow the channel and share this live stream. No. Vin, the answer is no. And this is also why, like, you have to understand, this is what I kind of admire about the Chinese people. I must say this. This is what I admire about the Chinese people, everybody. Like, you have to understand, you are listening to a man. You are listening to a man right now on TikTok who has spent way too much of his time doing one thing, and that is thinking. I've spent a lot of time thinking. You know what I'm saying? All I do is think every day. So, like, this is why I tell you guys when I say I kind of admire this about this country, is that you look at Japan, you look at Korea, and you also look at, really in many ways, Taiwan, China. in many ways, their society has absorbed a lot of Western influence. You think about the popularity of baseball in Japan and Korea. You think about, the popularity of American music, jazz, all that types. It's all good, right? The influence that it has on their society, right, is different from here in China in the sense that this is a country that, in my opinion, ever since its founding, has very much focused on retaining its own cultural identity. That's why they don't watch American football. They don't watch baseball because they never opened themselves up to that aspect of American culture or that European culture. And in many ways, you have to respect them for that. I'm not saying that baseball is bad. I love baseball. Thank you, Lisa, for extending your subscription. But they love ping pong. They love women's volleyball. They also love soccer for some freaking reason, even though they're terrible at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've done a great job of maintaining their own identity. Does that make sense? Thank you, Liu Bei. Now, one of the things, I'm going on that bridge right now. One of the things that you have to understand about this country is that there's a critique right now, a criticism right now that, okay, people are saying, okay, if you look at our cities here in China today, some of the critiques that you hear is like, well, it basically looks like America now. It's like our cities basically look like America. Our cities basically look like Europe, right? It's all these big glass buildings, you know what I'm saying? All these big skyscrapers, right? He's like, we basically look like the same as America now. Where is the unique Chinese heritage, the architecture, the cultural identity? And when you listen to that, it's actually like, that's actually a decent point. Thank you, Akaika and Liu Bei. Thank you very much. It's very interesting. It's very interesting when you think about that stuff. The discourses that happen here in China about the way that society is structured, the way their cities look, they think about this stuff. And as someone who does pay attention to their social media, I love to use, like I said, Chinese social media. You hear about this stuff. All right, we're going to go on this beautiful bridge. We're going to go over the Songhua River. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. Thank you, Big Al. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's keep it moving, everybody. Let's get on this bridge. This bridge is actually a historical place. It's not a random ass bridge that we're going on, man. This is a historical building. This is a historical bridge that we're about to go on. This is why a lot of people are going on it, not necessarily because they need to go to the other end. They're here to see a very, very historical building. Let me show you guys why. If you see right here, as we're on the banks of the Songhua, beautiful Songhua River, this is what a modern bridge looks like. You see this right here? This is the beautiful, beautiful Songhua River. This is what a beautiful modern bridge looks like here in China. All made out of concrete and steel. See that? Roads, cars, pedestrians, motorcycles, they can all go on this bridge right here. This one right here is a cultural relic. This is one of the earlier bridges here in the city of Harbin. This is a much older bridge. You see that? Thank you, Williams. This is the Songhua, beautiful Songhua River on a beautiful clear day here in Harbin. Thank you, Laura. Absolutely beautiful. A lot of people are fishing. There's a lot of people who go further down river. They're not going to fish right in front of the cops, man. The cops are behind me, so they're not going to fish right here. But there's a lot of people that fish along the banks of the Songhua River. Thank you, Broly and Williams. This city is beautiful. Like, honestly, this is a beautiful, beautiful city. Very blessed city. You can go right up to the banks of the Songhua River. Now, not to be confused with Black Dragon River. Black Dragon River doesn't actually pass through the city of Harbin. The city of Harbin, oh man, Kenneth is here. Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ken. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you, Kenneth. You could fish here, but you don't want to do it in view of the cops. Man, thank you, Kenneth. I love the sports cars. Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you, sir. Thank you for supporting the channel so I could bring this to the people back home in America. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you, sir. Thank you for all the love. Thank you, all things. Thank you. It's not illegal, but it's just, it's not encouraged, is the way I would say it. It's not encouraged. Thank you, Akaika. Thank you, Kenneth. I appreciate you. We gotta Thank you, Kenneth. I appreciate you. We gotta get you on one of these lives. Thank you. Man, we lagging again. Man, Kenneth. Thank you, Stacy. We got to get you on one of these live streams, Kenneth. Thank you, Cleopatra. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, look at these guys right here. Thank you, A. Jimenez and N. Thank you. All right, that's a lot. So it says you need a fishing permit. Not in most cases. Thank you, Akaika. In most cases, you don't need a fishing permit. However, look at this dude right here. What is he doing? What is this dude doing right here? What is this dude doing right here? Thank you, Patty. I'm sorry about the lag just now. I don't know if Ken is still online watching, but I appreciate you, sir. You allow me to keep doing this. Folks like you, Lee, Pugs, Alex, everybody, Tammy, y'all allow me to keep doing this. I appreciate you. Thank you, Ken. And like I said, we got to get you on one of our live streams. We have to get you on one of our live streams. Thank you, Ashley, and thank you, Wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let me say this. Here in China, one of the things you have to realize is that a lot of these rivers have been overfished. There's been way too much fishing going on in a lot of these rivers. So you see this gentleman right here, he's fishing. Look at him. This gentleman right here is fishing. Thank you, Ashley. And no one is stopping him, so I guess you could fish here. Wow, he's just fishing in plain view of the security guards over here. Look at this dude right here. Nobody is stopping him. My man over here is fishing. This is amazing. Wow. He's man. Anyway, let me continue with my story here. The Yangtze River no longer allows commercial fishing of any kind. Thank you, all things. There's no longer allowed to be any type of commercial fishing in the Yangtze River. They are doing everything they can under President Xi to protect the natural environment here in China. So in America, we have something called the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency. Here in China, they have also something called the EPA, but the mandate from the very top, starting with President Xi, is that we need to keep the air clean, we need to keep the water clean, and we need to keep the environment clean. You cannot sacrifice environment for economic growth. You cannot sacrifice environment for economic GDP. So this is why on the Yangtze River, which is a much longer river than this, you can no longer fish commercially. All stopped. All commercial fishing has been stopped on the Yangtze River for the last 2 to 3 years, and it will continue into the future. So if along the Yangtze River you go down there with a little fishing rod like this, no one's going to give you a problem. Thank you, Stacy. They're going to give you no one's going to give you a problem. But if you go and you use a fishing boat to go on the Yangtze River, your ass going to get arrested. You will get arrested if you go and do that and you defy the fishing ban. They will take your boat and they will arrest you. So that is a very, very strict policy they have here. Thank you, Akaika. Follow the channel, share this live stream. Let's go up to the bridge. Thank you, Mike K. Thank you very much. Not a labor camp, but you will get a heavy fine. You'll get a very heavy fine, and they will confiscate your boat. They take the environment very, very seriously here. This is also why when you're here in China, you look, like a lot of people think China's very polluted. Look at this air quality over here. Thank you, Cinderella and Make. You see that? Blue skies, white clouds, absolutely beautiful air quality. Look at this. Thank you, Ashley and Cinderella. Yes, MMC, that's right. This is the one. That's right, MMC, that's right. We're going to go on this bridge right now. We're going to cross the river. We're going to go into the industrial area over there. That's right. Thank you, Cinderella. We're doing this right now. We're leaving. We're going on the bridge. We're going to cross this entire bridge. We're going to walk through the entire bridge. So this is absolutely beautiful, man. There's actually a lot of people fishing. My man over here got a little commercial operation going on. Thank you, Kevin and CeeLo's and MMC. My man over here got a little commercial operation. Look at this dude got a freaking fish net over here. What the hell? Thank you, Joe. This dude got a freaking fishing net over here, man. He trying to get like, what the? Y'all can see also, by the way, there's a cable car over there that runs along. Thank you, Ashley. You see the cable car that runs along the Songhua River. We could take the cable car back What the hell? This dude over here is trying to run a fishing farm over here. He got the nets going. Man, that's crazy, y'all. That's literally crazy. I've never seen that. Now, he didn't catch a damn thing, by the way. He got that big-ass net. He didn't catch anything. Look at this dude right here, man. Look at dude right here. A big-ass net. I don't see him catching anything, though. Thank you, Ashley. Look at that big-ass net he got. He didn't catch a damn thing. Man. I didn't even know this was legal. Real talk, y'all. I didn't even know this was legal out here, man. I didn't even know you could do this. Now, you got this kid over there using a hand net over there. Thank you, Anti-Social Moon. That's crazy. I didn't even know this was legal. Let's get on this bridge, man. Beautiful bridge. We're gonna walk the entire thing, and we're gonna go brisket and Anti-Social. Thank you so much. That's crazy. That's actually kind of crazy, man. I've never seen this before. I've seen people fish out here on the side of rivers. This dude brought out an entire net over here. That's amazing. That's gangster. I like that. That's gangster. Thank you, Pepper. Man, what up, Marcus? Let's go ahead and get him out of here. Let's go on this bridge. You know, not a lot of people are gonna walk across to the other side like I'm about to. But I'm going to the other side. So let's go on this thing right now. It's a big, huge bridge. All right, over here. All right, it's a lot of people over here. There's actually a lot of people over here taking photos of this bridge. You can see this used to be a rail bridge. Now it's turned into a tourist attraction. You can see the tracks in the middle. It used to be for rail. Obviously now no more rail. Just a little tourist attraction. So let's just keep walking. What's going on right now? Reminds me. Oh, I'll give you a word of the day later. Wendy, let me think about it. The word of the day actually should be bridge. The word of the day should be the Chinese word for bridge, which is qiao, Q-I-A-O. Thank you, Pepper. Q-I-A-O, qiao is the Chinese word for bridge. Beautiful. Oh, Hyotu is here. And thank you, Hyotu. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Hyotu. Thank you, Charles, man. Thank you. All right, man. Let's go across the bridge. Oh, this is dope, man. They got a glass bottom over here. Look at this. Man, thank you, Angela. Thank you, Linda K. Thank y'all. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. Now, let's look at some history, man. This is not an ordinary river and not an ordinary bridge you're looking at. This freaking bridge started to be built in 1900, okay? This bridge was built in 1901. So this bridge is 123 years old. This is one of the oldest bridges, not only in Harbin, this is actually one of the oldest bridges in all of China. One of the oldest modern bridges in all of China. Thank you, Anti-Social. Now, let's be very honest with ourselves. Who do you think built this freaking bridge? Who do you think built this bridge? I don't know the answer, but I can already guess. Who do you guys think built the bridge? Who do you guys think built it? Anybody? Any ideas? Any ideas who built it? It was the Russians. That's right. Okay? It was designed by this engineer named Kurbez, and this engineer named Leduvisky was in charge of the construction. The reason why we know, this is our history lesson right here, the reason why I know it was built by the Russians is because of these words right here, Chinese Eastern Railway. This was a Russian-owned company called the Chinese Eastern Railway. Even though it has the word Chinese in it, it's actually not even a Soviet. This was a Russian company. So this is why, like, when you look at this right here, 1901, okay, when you look at this year right here, at that time, the Chinese were unable to build any type of large steel bridges, okay? Now, this is for both the Chinese people and the Americans who are watching. Thank you, Anti-Social. Do you know the first large-scale Chinese-built bridge across a major river? Anybody have the answer? Some Chinese people would know the answer to this. Most Americans are not. The first bridge like this one, completely designed and built by the Chinese themselves. Anybody know the answer to that? Anybody? Not this one. This was built by the Russians. Anybody know the answer? Thank you, Xander. Thank you. Anybody know the answer in the chats? No. Not close. Not in Beijing. Close to Shanghai. Anybody? Trying to see 1950, the Wuhan Bridge. That's right. Wuhan Bridge is one of the right answers. It's the one in Nanjing. It's the one near my hometown. The one in Nanjing is the first bridge, along with the one in Wuhan. There's a debate about which one is the first one, but those are the first ones the Chinese people built themselves, spanning over a major river, aka the Yangtze River. Thank you, Dizzy D. Yeah, exactly. The Nanjing Bridge over here. This gentleman's got the right answer. Yes, please follow the channel, everybody. This bridge right here. So Moi Moi had the right answer. The Nanjing Bridge is the very first one, and that one was in the 1950s. So this just goes to show you, man, like, at the time when this thing was built, China was still 50 years behind the world. Really, you know, people like to say, oh, this country is 30 years behind or 50 years behind, you know, addressing any country in the world. You might say, okay, an impoverished nation somewhere in South America might be 30, 40 years behind. And it really is reflected in things like this. The Russians were able to build this in 1901 using mostly Chinese laborers, but Russian design. But the Chinese were able to do this themselves in the 1950s. So really in that time, there really was a 50-year gap. If you think about it, there really was a 50-year gap. Does that make sense? So let's keep it moving. Follow the channel and share this live stream, y'all. Hit the follow button and share this live stream. See, now it's a total tourist attraction. People run on it. People come here to take photos, Instagram photos. And you can also ride your motorcycle or your bicycle on this lane right here. So very, very historical place. Very, very beautiful and historical place. The answer is no, man. There's no weapons allowed. No such thing in China. They don't allow this in the general population, not even for hunting. I don't even think you can apply for a license. They don't allow guns in society, period. Harmonious society here in China. They don't want any type of weapons being circulated in the general public. This is a no guns country. No guns whatsoever for any reason. Not for hunting. You can't get a permit for it. You just can't have it. You can't have it. You can't have it. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dave. Follow the channel and share this live stream, y'all. This is a beautiful, absolutely beautiful country. Absolutely beautiful city, man. The city is freaking beautiful. You can see the cable car right across from me, spanning across the Songhua River. What up, the orange man? Thank you for the heart me to help me. The heart me's help us move up the rankings. Helps us move up the rankings, y'all. They only a penny, but they help us move up the rankings. We're ranked number 88 in the world right now. Thank you, Pam Swiley. Let's keep it moving. Oh, I love that comment. Your grandparents were married on a boat on the Canton River. I love that, Carrie. Amuj, I'm sorry to bump your comment. That's a great comment. It's an amazing comment. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Trina and Karish. Thank y'all, man. Let's keep moving. We got a lot of shares. Let's keep it moving. Follow the channel and share this live stream. Thank you, Richard and Michelle. This is really, in many ways, a contrast of the modern versus the old. You know, thank you, Pam and Richard. You know, China is the best. You know, let me explain this to you guys, man. For all the Americans that are back home watching, the greatest and the earliest bridge building nation in the world is actually China. Far into the ancient world, the Chinese people built some amazing bridges. Some amazing bridges in the ancient Chinese world in the dynasties. But in the modern times, for all the Americans who are watching, Pam Smiley in Kansas City, thank you so much. The greatest bridge building nation in modern history is actually the United States of America. Thank you, Pam Swiley. The great bridges of the United States of America were built mostly under FDR during, you guys remember, the Great Depression and the New Deal. So a lot of American bridges were built in a time that far preceded anywhere else in the world. This is why in the United States we have the Golden Gate Bridge. We have some amazing bridges. That's the first industrial nation to build amazing bridges all over its country, is the United States of America. The second great nation that built a lot of bridges is Japan. Post-war Japan, after 1945, his defeat in the Second World War, they built a ton of bridges throughout Japan. So Japan is the second major industrial nation in the world to build a lot of bridges. Okay? The third and the current largest bridge building nation in the world is China. Just like what Lee just said, they are building amazing bridges here in China. Absolutely amazing bridges that span through unbelievable valleys, mountains, rivers. China is today's version of what the United States did 100 years ago. So whereas 100 years ago, we built a ton of bridges, okay? A ton of bridges. Now it is all about China. They are doing the same thing that we did 100 years ago. They're building a ton of bridges all over their country. However, there's a dark side to this because I always keep it fair on my channel and I always tell you guys what it is. Lee just mentioned the Guizhou province and the fact that they're building a lot of bridges over there. There's a lot of amazing infrastructure. However, I have to call a spade a spade. I have to be very fair about this. Guizhou as a province is nearly bankrupt. They owe so much debt. They are saddled with debt because they built so many freaking bridges and they built so many highways. Thank you, Kick-Ass and Pam Swiley. You have to understand, these things cost money. Money doesn't fall out from the sky. I've never been hit in the head by a bundle of money. That has never happened before. Thank you, Pam. They have a lot of debt. And the debt comes from the fact that they spent so heavily working on these beautiful bridges, and it's going to take a long time to pay off that debt. So what you guys are seeing is that, you know, a lot of public utility projects here in China are very beautiful and they're very, very grand and majestic, but people don't remember the fact that they are also very expensive. They are also very, very expensive. They cost a lot of money to make, and they really build up a lot of debt to build those things. Okay, so follow the channel and share this live stream, y'all. Hit the follow button. Let's keep it moving. It's actually very windy up here. Thank you, Empress and Paris Lion. Thank you. It's windy. Can y'all? Thank you, Paris and Debbie, Dr. Debbie. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay, with all the wind that's blowing. Thank you, Dr. Debbie and I Serpentia. Can you guys hear me with all the wind that's blowing? Because I'm over the bridge. Thank you, Dr. Debbie. You can hear me clearly? Okay, good. We're actually over the Songhua River, by the way. Like, we're literally over the river right now. It's a beautiful river. And it is very, very windy. I love it. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Let's keep moving, everybody. Follow the channel and share this live stream, y'all. Hit the follow button, everybody. Please hit the follow button and share this live stream. Thank you, Kels and Serpentia. Cool. Alrighty. Man, you know, I wonder why people don't go for swims in this river over here. It's actually a very beautiful river. People should come in here for a dip in the summer, man. I bet it'd be a very nice way to cool down. You know, what time is it in China? I don't even know, man. I just stream and I forget the time. 11:47 a.m. in the morning. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Patty. Keep moving. It is a very muddy river indeed. It's a beautiful day out here. Let's keep it moving, everybody. Follow the channel. Share this live stream. My name is Daniel from the state of North Carolina. Let's move. Let's keep moving. We're going to go all the way to the other end. So we are probably going to lag at one point. But we're going to go all the way to the other end, and we're going to explore some old factory areas on the other end of the river. Hey, are the Bears winning? Sunday Night Football, Bears are playing right now. Are the Bears winning? Did the Bears win? The game should be over. Did the Bears win? Did the Chicago Bears win? Thank you, Les Lim. No? Sad. They lost? Ah, man. Let me guess. Caleb Williams was trash. Let me guess. The quarterback, Caleb Williams, was trash. Thank you, Ashley. Was he trash? Was he ass? Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Big O. The Caleb Williams was trash, right? Yeah, he was trash. I knew it. I knew it. I know it's only 2 games in the season, but I told everybody they needed to draft. What a big O. Thank you, Cat. Big O, thank you. I'm telling you guys, they needed to draft Drake May from North Carolina. They ain't listen to me. They ain't listen to me. I told everybody they needed to draft Drake May. They draft this bum-ass Caleb Williams. This is what happens, man. I'm telling you, man. 2 games into it, not looking very good. Let's keep moving. Bears not looking good at all. Oh, I know, Paris. Sad day to be a Cowboys fan. Then again, it's been a sad day for like 30 years now, so you should be used to it. You should be used to it now. It's been 30 years of sadness. Follow the channel. Share this live stream, y'all. Thank you, David Wu. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving, man. Taylor, I do not play fantasy football, man. I play fantasy women. I fantasize about women. That's what I do. I don't play no fantasy football. I fantasize about women. Thank you, Akaika. Thank you, Akaika. Let's keep moving. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Follow the channel and share my favorite basketball team, whatever team LeBron is on. Oliver is watching this. Oliver could tell you, when I was in college, man, I used to wear all kinds of t-shirts that had LeBron on it. You know, I don't know if Oliver remembers this, man. All my t-shirts were literally all about LeBron. I love LeBron. Whatever team LeBron is on, that's my team right there. Debbie said, don't make me throw up. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's keep it moving, man. Follow the channel and share this live stream. Thank you, Naked Flower. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Follow the channel, everybody. Thank you, Naked Flower. Man, it's a long-ass bridge over here, man. What the hell? And by the way, I finally understand what's going on over here. So, like, because they made this into a pedestrian walk, they still wanted to preserve the original rail structure here for tourists to see. So they never actually dismantled the original railroad that was here from 1901. So this is all still, you can still see all this. And because this is a glass bridge, you see, if you look down it right now, you can see the river right underneath your feet. You see that? Very cool. So user, I'm actually thinking about that. I'm thinking about going to the border with Russia. I'm thinking about it. But I probably need to buy a jacket because it's very cold. Look at that. Look at this, y'all. Y'all see the high-speed train going? Y'all see that? It's a Chinese high-speed train. Y'all see that? Y'all see the Chinese high-speed train? That is modern technology right there. We are here on an older rail track. Thank you, Drew. Did you guys just see that high-speed train go by? That is modern technology, man. Actually, China's gonna have one of the things I just saw. If you guys thought this was fast, China's actually building maglevs. So magnetic levitating trains. To be honest, man, I'm actually not gonna get on those trains, man, because I feel like sitting on a big ass magnet may not be a good idea for my body. I'm just being honest, man. Like, that's like getting an MRI repeatedly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a genius. I just don't feel like that's going to be very good for my health to sit inside a tube that's being pulled by magnetic forces. I don't want it to mess with, like, I don't want it to mess with my nuts or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to mess with my verticality or some shit like that. So you're probably not going to see me in a maglev. I'm cool with the train that they have now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to mess with my hormones or nuts or something like that. You know what I mean? So let's keep it moving, y'all. Y'all ain't going to see me on a maglev anytime soon. So let's keep it moving. It floats on magnets, man. You know what I mean? Hey, I keep it real with you guys, man. I need all the verticality I can get. I need all the verticality I can get. I need all the hormones and testosterone I can get. I don't want nothing messing with it. So let's keep it moving, everybody. Follow the channel and share this live stream, please. Thank you, Kareel and Akaika. I'm being honest, man. Like, I'll also tell you guys something else that I'm tripping about. Thank you, X. So this is gonna sound kind of weird, okay? Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Because this is gonna sound kind of weird. So when I'm not using my phone and I put my phone in my pocket, I'm always on airplane mode. So people can't even reach me. People, if they try to call me, if they try to text me, thank you, Paris, they're not even gonna be able to find me. They won't be able to even find me because I'm on airplane mode, because I'm afraid of, like, cell phone radiation. So I'm a weirdo. I'm a total weirdo, man. Like I'm a weird guy, man. I be thinking about weird stuff. I'm a weirdo, man. So don't be judging. I'm a weird dude. So that's why people always be like, why don't you pick up your phone? I'm like, dog, I don't pick up my phone because I don't want no radiation. That thing right next to my nuts. Thank you, Big O. Thank you, all things. I'm like, that thing is literally right. This in my pocket right now. Look, I'm not prove to you guys I'm not lying. I'm on airplane mode right now. You see this right here? I'm on airplane mode right now. Nothing can come in. Look, I'm on airplane mode right now. This thing's right next to my nuts. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dude, I'm putting this thing on airplane mode, man. I ain't touching this. Thank you, Akaika. That thing literally hanging right next to my nuts. Follow the channel, man. Share this live stream. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, Shaw, for sharing. Great to see you. Thank you. Does any of you guys do that too? Thank you, Mylin. Do any of you guys do that too? Do any of you guys do that too? Okay, do any of y'all do that too? Yeah, thank you, Nandita. No? Ah, damn. It's just me, huh? Thank you, Jay. Ah, damn, it's just me. He said I sleep in a Faraday cage. Man, he's like, I'm sorry. I'm just letting. I always keep it real. Thank you, Joy. Thank you. I'm sorry if Dad was watching. I just keep it real. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, it's absolutely a beautiful walk. This is the reason why we wanted to come here this morning. I want to show you guys just how this country gets portrayed in such a negative way. When you watch BBC or when you watch a lot of foreign media, they don't give this they don't give this country the respect that it deserves, man. This is a beautiful country. You know, there's a lot of people living here, way more than, just about every other country except India. But I think they're actually doing a pretty good job of keeping their environment clean over here. The air quality, the water quality, they're actually doing a very good job, man. It's a beautiful day. The air is amazing. I breathe it in. There's no smog. It's a city of 9.5 million people. Like literally 9.5 million people live in this city right here. Look at this. Huge city. 9.5 million souls living out here, and the freaking place is still very beautiful. Yeah, the water is very muddy. So a lot of people, do you guys know why the water is so muddy in many places here in China? You guys know the answer? Why is the water so muddy in the Yangtze River? Why is the Yellow River so yellow? Does anybody know the answer? Why the water is so muddy? Anybody know the answer? Exactly. B-Dubs has the right answer, man. Innate dirt type. It's because of settlement called silt. There's a lot of silt in the river, and as the river is flowing towards the ocean, it picks up the silt from the riverbed, and that's why the rivers are so yellow. This is why when we go to the Three Gorges Dam, I've been telling you guys this for ages. Thank you, Joey B. We are going to the Three Gorges Dam very, very soon. Okay, we're gonna try to go there before winter. The Three Gorges Dam, that's why it was so hard to make, because not only does it need to act as a dam and generate electricity and stop water, it also needs to have a way to release all the silt. Thank you, Junie and Nightwolf. Make sure y'all follow the channel, because we're going to the Three Gorges Dam to go and stream very soon. It's the world's largest hydroelectric dam anywhere on planet Earth. And actually, it was a very controversial project when it was built. But we're going to go 20 years later after it was built, and it'll be a great live stream because the Three Gorges Dam is absolutely gorgeous. I've been there twice now, and it's a very, very beautiful place. We'll go there for a third time and stream it for the very first time. By the way, I just kind of realized this freaking bridge has no cars. This bridge right next to us has no cars. It is built completely just for high-speed rail. They literally built an entire bridge here just for the high-speed trains. There's no pedestrians. There's no cars. I only see trains passing. That's crazy. Yo, that's crazy, y'all. Let's keep it moving, everybody. Indeed, let's keep it moving. This bridge is probably about 1.5 miles. Not that long, but we're almost at the other end. So hit that follow button. China's Hollywood is going to be in my second is going to be in Hong Kong, China. I'm just a small potato, man. I'm a nobody, so I don't know any movie stars. I don't know any singers. I don't know anybody. But I don't know anybody in the art industry as well. So maybe as we get bigger, we can get to know some of the people that work in the film industry. But I don't know anybody in that industry. You know, honestly, like I said, I'm a nobody. I'm a TikToker, so I don't. But we're going from some movie sets like in Hendian. We'll take you to a movie set and show you where movies and TV shows. Thank you, Melinda, for the couch potato. Thank you, Melinda. We'll go to some movie sets, but we won't. I don't know any movie stars, man. So let's keep it moving, man. Follow the channel, y'all. Hit that follow button. Are we lagging? We lagging again? Yeah, that's because we're almost at the other end. The cell phone signal is getting weaker and weaker. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you very much, Ashley. It was because the signal is getting weaker and weaker. Thank you, Ashley. The signal is getting weaker and weaker as we cross the bridge, so hopefully there's going to be a cell tower on the other end. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Ashley. Still lagging? Good evening, Pammy. Are we still lagging? Thank you, Melanated. No? We good? We good? All right, let's keep walking. We're almost at the other end. A long-ass bridge. We good? It's perfect. We good? Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Cinderella Essence. Thank you. Follow the channel, y'all. Hit that follow button. We good? All right, let's keep moving. All things is lagging kind of bad. Lucky end. No lag. All right, let me reach the end there. There should be a cell tower at the end, so we should have a better signal towards the end. But we should be okay now. Let's go to the other end. We should be okay. Stay with me. We should be okay. Follow the channel, y'all. Share this live stream. What's for lunch? That's a good question. I'm hungry now. Very, very hungry now. Thank you, Indigo Sky. Same here. I've never seen a rollerblade either. First time seeing this as well. I agree. Right. Thank you, Indigo Sky. Thank you, Big D. All right, the area that we're... Man, this is imagine peeing from the top of this bridge over here. There to go pee. You know what I'm saying? So because you can't pee over there, because the wind, you will pee on your own pants because the wind will blow it towards you. So you probably have to stand on this side right here. Okay? And imagine from here. Man. Look at this. I said, imagine peeing from this vantage point over here. I said, imagine peeing from this vantage point. You probably would pee on yourself because the wind is going to blow the pee towards your own pants. So make sure you go from this direction right here. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. Be one with nature. Let it flow. Let it flow, y'all. You know, that's the car bridge right there. That's right. Let it Let it flow. Be one with nature. Hey man, y'all lucky you don't have like no diarrhea or some shit on this bridge, man. I'm telling you guys this. You get a little upset stomach, or you have like some diarrhea or some shit, man. You ate some bad food this morning, and there's no toilets up here. Shit, this river might get a little bit more than what it bargained for. You know what I mean? You might have to do a little business in plain view of everybody else if you get diarrhea on this bridge, because there is no. Thank you, all things that Denise user. Yes, they make historical animes. Yes, they do. You know what I mean? Yes, they do. Good morning, Dylan. Good morning, Dylan. Look at these dudes over here. 4 over here. I love that. No, I'm serious. There's no toilets up here. If you need to go to the toilet, you need to do the number 2, and it's real bad. Thank you, Melinda. Melinda, thank you for the couch potato, by the way. Thank you, Susan. If that happened to me, I might have to give the river a little something. You know, let's keep moving. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Akaika. Thank you, guys. We are in the top 20% of League A1, y'all. Thanks to all the hearts, all the bracelets. We are literally right now in the top 20% of League A1. All possible because of those hearts, those bracelets, everything from the exclusive section. Think about that. Everywhere in the world, we're in League A1, the top league, and we're in top 20%. Thank you. Thank you, Akaika. Thank you, Nana. All right, let's go explore the ultimate destination here, which is an abandoned factory site, and then we'll go get some lunch on this side of the river. I might back bike across. Thank you, Robin and Blue Jambi. Thank you very much. A very beautiful day here in Harbin. Let me take some deep breath up here. Thank you, Amber, Klecker, and Robin. Thank y'all so much. That is the car bridge right across. That one right there. Thank you, Blue Jambi. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Pamela. Beautiful. Thank you, Cinderella and Miss Lala. Thank you so much. What's up? More money, more problems. What's up, what is up? Can y'all hear the river? I gotta hold the phone with 2 hands. Can y'all hear the river? Thank you, Cinderella. Thank you, Indigo Sky. Thank you, Danette. My man, you caught something. This dude caught something. Where you at? Look, he caught something. Where you at? Look, he caught something. I should reel it in for him. Thank you, Karish. Dude, I should reel it in for him. He caught something. Thank you, Tina. Where's this dude at? This guy. I'm serious, man. Look, he caught something. This dude just disappeared. Oh, I think maybe he wanted to go to the toilet or something. Dude, I kind of feel like reeling it in for him. Man, I should reel it in. Nah, he definitely caught something, because this is the other pole that he has up right now, and that one's not acting this way. He got something. Look.